Hi, my name is David Sobel, and I'm a real estate and finance attorney here in Michigan. Each week, I receive legal and real estate questions by email from viewers just like you from all over the country. And this week's question comes from Sue Parr, who happens to be right here in Michigan from Grand Rapids, not too far away. And she emailed me my office last week, and she's telling me that she and her husband are selling their home by owner, for sale by owner, which means they're selling the home without a real estate agent. And Sue says that one day a real estate agent came to her home during an open house and knocked on the door, stating that she, the agent, had a buyer for the home. Now, the sales agent told Sue that they will have to pay that Sue would have to pay the agent a full commission of the purchase price if she, the agent, gets the buyer to buy Sue's home. Very common occurrence. So Sue wants to know first, can the real estate agent bring their own buyer to this home sale when Sue's actually selling the home by owner? And then the second question she has is, how much commission is appropriate for a real estate agent to ask for? What is that agent entitled to if they do agree to sell to the real estate agent's buyer? Both very good questions, Sue. And actually, this is more common than most people think. First of all, it's a great time right now in Michigan's economy and the American economy to sell residential real estate and to buy residential real estate. But it's actually a seller's market currently, and therefore there's questions from a lot of homeowners as whether or not it's even worth hiring a real estate agent. So, Sue, in a good and, both in good and bad times, people will use real estate agents to market their homes. But in good times, it really does make sense, especially in a seller's market, to sell a home on your own. It's easier. There's a lot of people out there, and the prices are very attractive for sellers. So, there's no legal requirement to actually use a real estate agent to sell your home, and any homeowner can actually sell their own home. All right? Happens every day. But real estate agents actually can be very helpful. And one of their primary responsibilities, is to act as a salesperson and provide marketing exposure for your home. And they usually do a better job than just, for sale by owner or just a homeowner. So they also help with coordinating the transaction, getting the purchase price to closing. And it's important to understand that agents are not real estate attorneys, and they're not title agents, and they're certainly not mortgage brokers or bankers. But they are very helpful in marketing. That's their sole purpose. I think actually one of the most important functions of a real estate agent is to actually act as a buffer between a buyer and a seller. You see, buying and selling a home can be very emotional. It's, in fact, highly emotional at times. And having a third-party professional to assist with the sale of a property is important to maintain, perspective. And it helps, in certain cases, to keep a seller or a buyer's sanity. It's a very tough process. And it doesn't have to be, but there are, never really easy to sell a home or buy a home. And as I stated earlier, when the economy is good and it becomes a seller's market, it's not that difficult to market a home on your own. And right now, there's various home selling platforms to assist home owners like Redfin or Zillow or, forsalebyowner.com. And they actually will assist a homeowner, giving them a number of documents and marketing tips without an agent. And they do it at a drastically lower cost. So that leads us to your next question, Sue, as to when it comes to, paying a sales agent a commission, what's appropriate, especially when you're listing a property with an agent as opposed to not using an agent. So when you list a property using an agent, you're actually agreeing to pay a real estate commission of anywhere from 5 to 7% of the sales price. Right now, it's around 6%. And when the market is good, you can negotiate a lower commission price. So when the sales market is poor, then you can expect to pay a higher commission. Again, you're using the real estate agent for marketing purposes. It's tougher to market a home in a tough economy. So in general, negotiating a commission is not uncommon, and you should be able to negotiate your commission. So when it comes to selling a home on your own, Sue, if a real estate agent brings a buyer, they should actually ask for about 2 to 3% of the commission, which is half of the commission they would have made if they were responsible for both listing the home and finding a buyer. So most common transactions out there are going to be a listing agent and a selling agent, and they split the 6 or 7% commission equally. So with specific regards to your own home and the agent inquiry, Sue, you can still negotiate what you would feel would be a fair commission if you want to actually honor the agent's buyer. But there's so many different things that you can do with that, and you should definitely talk to other agents to see what they would charge. So Sue, I hope you find this information helpful. And for those who are still watching, and if you like this video, please care to share it with your friends and your family. You can also leave a review on what you liked about the video. You can also feel free to write a comment in the comment section under the video about other topics that you'd like for us to discuss. And if you wish to submit your own questions, if you have a legal question related to real estate or finance, just like Sue did, then email us at team@provenresource.com. Finally, I just want to share with you that I just came out with a book, another book that we just released. It's a new book called Shady: How to Protect yourself financially and legally when doing business with friends or relatives. So you can download that book at our website. The book is for free. You can go to provenresource.com and click on the book area, and there's several books that we have, but that's the newest. Just go to provenresource.com and you can download that for free. Finally, I never assume that you need anything from me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, again, related to real estate, contract law, or financial disputes, feel free to give us a shout at 888-789-1715. Again, I'm David Sobel, and I really appreciate that you're watching. And please share with your friends. Thank you.